Good morning, everyone. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler. Welcome to your Wednesday Wisdom with Spirit, where I will tune in through mediumship or channeling and connect with Spirit for the greatest general message. I absolutely love Wednesdays, as this is my natural way of connecting with Spirit, is just tuning in. So I love that I get to share that with all of you. Now, a little insight, little heads up. This rest of the week, I may not have access to internet and Wi-Fi and all of that. So as a precaution, I'm going to film today and then also Thursday and Friday in case I can't access the internet. Then I still can tune into the messages and still have daily messages for all of you. So you may see me in the same spot the rest of the week, but either way, Spirit is not limited to time or space, so they can always give the highest probability, highest insight messages for all of us. So I am joining you right now from my parents' backyard, actually. There are doves in the tree right above, and the bees and the bugs and my dog are all around. It's lively, it's nature, it's the elements, and so I hope all of you are feeling that energy right now as I tune into the message. So I'm going to take a moment, tune in, see who is here, what is in store, and then I'll share it with all of you. So just one moment. Let's see. Okay, this is coming from the Three Guides of the Light. This is in the form of mediumship. They're showing me a chrysanthemum flower. Now, I don't know if there's specific symbolisms to the chrysanthemum flower, but it might be something you could look up. But they're showing me the chrysanthemum, and they're saying humanity right now is like the initial blossoming of a chrysanthemum. And so we are past the bud, but we are actually blossoming into the many, many flowers. Chrysanthemums can kind of look like a daisy a little bit, for those of you that aren't familiar with them. They have many petals on them. And humanity in this stage of ascension right now, as we're really hitting that blossoming part, so there is rapid movement, and this makes a lot of sense with the card readings and the energy right now of rapid momentum. Spirit's like, once a flower decides it's going to start blossoming, it does so at a rapid rate, right? It opens over a couple of days, where the growth part through the soil, up as the little green bud into the flower, that takes a long time. But once it starts to blossom, that part happens rapidly. And there's a speed and a purpose to that, because when the flower opens, it then is available for the bees to pollinate and cross-pollinate. And this is a really valuable thing. And so one thing that Spirit is saying right now that is important for all of us is to recognize the speed of that which is happening, because that speed right now is fast, is all-encompassing. And so for many of you, as you move through this time right now, things are going to be happening rapidly, and it's okay. It is with the time, Spirit is saying. So again, they're saying with this energy, be decisive. I don't know if all of you can hear those doves, but be decisive based on who you are. And they're really reaffirming the messages we saw in the cards in the beginning of the week. Okay, and they're saying the reason why we're repeating this in the mediumship message today is because many of you are going to be in a position of making these decisive actions right now. So when Spirit says right now, that can be anywhere within like 3 days to 3 weeks, but like current kind of reality. And this is an exciting time, and they're saying these decisive actions with a really positive energy to it. Like there's an excitement from them. It's not decisive actions of like, uh-oh, here it comes, things are going to get bad, you're going to have to figure it out. It's not that at all. It's in the positive swing of it. And this is all based on the realities that many of you have been creating within. And they're saying, don't think that the doves are there by accident, which I kind of am laughing a little bit. For many of you, this decisive action is connecting in relationship. So it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be friendship, family, pairings, partnerships, however you see that. But there also is decisive action on partnerships. Many of you have been calling in these divine partnerships right now to help you flourish, to help you blossom, because you've gotten to the point where you've grown through the muck, you've grown strong as the green bud, and now you're ready to blossom. That blossoming allows this relationship to come in. It invites it in. Just like when a flower blooms, it invites the bees, right? And funny, they're flashing the bee card, and we got the bee card this week, right? So this is luck, harmony, sweet victory, all of that kind of stuff. It's all tied in, and that's what I love about the mix of card readings and tune-ins, is they really do mesh. They all come together. So a lot of relationships on the horizon, a lot of sweet victories for many of you in this blossoming. And they're saying, really notice if the blossoming is coming from your heart center or your truth center. So now they're connecting it back to chakras. Notice what's happening in your chakras right now. Is your heart chakra open? Do you feel like it's open, or does it feel blocked? Or is there anything you need to kind of look at, assess, release there? And same with your solar plexus chakra. Does it feel open and available to help you in those decisive pieces when they come up? The heart chakra and the solar plexus love to work together. They really do. And then of course the throat chakra, because then it expresses what these two are telling you. So there's a lot of messages coming through your body, a lot of alignments coming in specifically to do with partnerships right now, partnerships to help you move forward and further your blossoming. But they said their blossoming, or your blossoming, is because of the work that you've done. And so they're like, your partnership with us, with the light, with the higher realms, has facilitated your blossoming. And so they're like, you should give yourself so much credit for how far you've come, how much you've done, how much you've grown, how much you have opened your mind, your heart, your being to living in a greater, fuller purpose. It really rests with you. You've allowed these things to unfold. You've been willing to go into the muck. You've been willing to change, transform, ascend, open your mind, however you see that. You have been willing, and that's a beautiful gift you've given to yourself. Because again, if I bring it back to the plant, if the plant is willing to grow through the muck, grow around what it needs to reach that sunlight, its gift is when it opens and blossoms, right? And so you have given that to yourself, and Spirit is so proud of you and grateful and in awe, because they do really recognize how challenging it is being a human incarnated on the planet at this time. It really is. It's not a walk in the park, but our reality can start to create that. And so again, they give you so much love and gratitude. Now, I just want to see if there's anything else here. Hold on. Okay, they're also saying, notice the fluidity in time right now. Time is going to appear very fluid. And so that means it's not going to be stuck to a linear chronological movement of like the ticking of a clock. It's actually going to be very fluid. So you may find time expands and then contracts a lot, and that's completely okay. Just notice what you're in any moment and work with that moment. And if you find time is moving too fast in a moment, if you take a breath and get in there like we've talked about and expand your time a little bit, you'll be able to move and create within that fluidity of time. And they're also saying the reason why we're bringing this up too is to remind you that if you feel your time is moving too fast, try not to fight the current too much and roll with it. You can expand in kind of like mini moments. You can expand into it and then roll with it. Okay, so the fluidity of time. All right, I think that's everything. So I will leave that with all of you. Thank you so much as always for joining me. I sure do appreciate you very, very much. And I look forward to continuing with the cards. So check back tomorrow to see what the messages are. So thank you again, everyone. And I'll see you all tomorrow.